waiting for some people to file in on this Monday evening. It's almost about 7 o'clock, 6:49 to be exact. I was like, you know what? It's time for another episode. Thanks for the share. I appreciate that. I got an interesting topic I want to talk about on this Monday evening, but I'm going to let a few more people file into this room before we even get started. I'm on 2 different stations right now. I'm on Facebook over here. I got my other camera over here that I'm doing for my YouTube channel. So as you get off this live, don't forget to subscribe to the Baxter Boys YouTube channel. Got some amazing things going on over there as well. Oh, my shirts are feeling tight. I mean, I gotta lose about 10 pounds, y'all, 15 pounds. But the subject I wanted to get to tonight or this evening is just like being a parent. You know, being a parent, and it's how mentally strong you gotta be to be a parent, because being a parent is a non-ending job. So it's like it starts off when they're born and it progresses as they get to before, 10 years old, 5 years old, teenagers, all the way up to adulthood. But even as adults, you are still being a parent, because you still have the knowledge and the guidance to steer them into the right direction. So that's what my topic is about, just being a parent. I go through things with all of my kids, not bad things, just things, as far as just, when you think you're in cruise control being a parent, you're not in cruise control. There's a lot going on. So, they're dealing with social things, with how they deal with their friends, how they want to be perceived, and just even having a special needs child like Byron, it never gets easy. And I'm just wanted to just like, I know I make it look easy, me and Ebony, but to be honest, it's really not. It's not easy at all. I know some of you out there have kids. I don't know exactly what your challenges are with your children, and that's not really none of my business. But I was leading myself into that lane yesterday. I was like, I want to talk about just being a parent, being a father. I went to the gym yesterday with Christian, and there was a father in there playing basketball with his daughter, and she was kind of tall. So I was like, of course you got to be on the team. She's a freshman, but she was like 6'1", 6'2", and he was out there just practicing with her, and I was like in awe, because I don't really see a lot of fathers, active fathers like that in the world. To me, I'm not saying that there isn't, but I don't see a whole bunch of active dads. And this dad was active. He was out there passing the ball to her. She's shooting. I forgot what school she told me she goes to, him and the father. But I was like, man, I wouldn't even mind watching him play, just because he was so involved. And I feel like these days, a lot of kids are raising themselves, basically. I feel like there's not enough hands-on parents in the world, or there's just like they're letting the kids just do whatever. The internet's raising them, So my message is to the parents out there to be more active in your child's life. You never know what they're going through. You never know what they're feeling. You never know what they're harboring. So be active, be more vocal, It's okay to have one-on-one talks with your kids. I know our kids, not my kids per se, but just kids in general, they look at the parents as like, we're the old heads, or like, we don't know what's going on with the times. And I'm like, little do you know, whatever age you are, 15, 16, 17, 18, I was that age many, many moons ago. Somebody said they're a parent of 4, and I'm a parent of 6. And I think I be in cruise control at times, I promise you. And You gotta just stay active. You know, being active is the key. Having talks with them, let them open up to you, and just be the ears. Trying to be the ear. Being the ear is 100% what you need to be at times. Just listen. That's all. Like how what's going on, what's going on, and just in your world, in your life, and then just listen. I realize sometimes if I over talk it, then they don't get a chance to really express it. So be in the ear, listening, telling them what you think is best. Even though when you got teens, they think they know everything. They know what's best before you even utter the words out. But just being, I realized even when I was in my 30s and in my 40s, my parents they were still teaching me certain things, even as an adult. And they're not here with me right now. But boy, do I miss the tutelage, do I miss the knowledge, do I miss just the wisdom, That's what comes with being a parent, the wisdom, knowing that you've been down that road already, or you can actually predict the outcome before a kid whose brain is not fully developed could even see it, So that's what my message was today. I don't know if any of you have, I'm not going to say the struggles of being a parent, but just knowing that sometimes we get caught up in day-to-day life with working and doing other things where you may not be hands-on with your child, And I encourage everybody out there to just be hands-on with your kid. Sit down with them for a few minutes every couple days. You don't gotta be Inspector Gadget. You don't gotta look through their phones. I mean, that's okay, but be active in their lives is so important. And I used to think as a kid, when my dad used to tell me, like, what are you gonna do with your life, Byron? I used to think he was like harping on me and always just on me. But as I got older, I realized that he just wanted the best. And I think that's what it is for a lot of these kids. They don't know it now. But as they get older and they get to look back on the times of you having those conversations with them, they'll be able to look back and be like, Dad, he wasn't, or she wasn't just drilling me. They was just preparing me for what's out there and keeping me on the right track. And the kids nowadays think that when you talk to them, that you're like scolding them and things like that. And it's like, that's not the case. It's just like, we just want what's best for you, So when my dad used to say, I used to think that he was like on my back. But as I got older, I realized he just wanted me to be out there striving and to be out there doing the best I could do, And if he was alive right now, which he's not, God bless his soul, I would tell him just, thank you. I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now, and I understood it 4 or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and stay on them. The importance of being a parent is in words I can't even explain, but it's a never-ending job. It doesn't end. You'll be a parent as long as you have kids and as long as God puts breath in your lungs. So your kid could be 40 years old and you could be 65 years old. You're still a parent. You can still give them knowledge and things that they may not, where they might go left, you'll tell them, hey, if you go right, I'm guarantee you the results are going to be 10 times different. And I'm excited. I got some new things coming up, on this Mental Health Monday. I don't really want to talk about it just yet. I feel like when you talk about things before they're actually into play, it usually doesn't go in your favor. But if you have kids, like I said, because we get busy, you go to work, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're out and about, you're hanging with your friends, you're doing this, and somewhere along the lines, you Thank you. You can miss out on a few key moments in your child's life, pivotal moments. So stay active, stay in the moment, and never be afraid to be the listener. Sometimes they just want to be heard. I'm gonna end it on this one right here because I'm on a different feed right here. So don't forget to like, share, comment, hit your notification bell. It's another episode of Mental Health Monday.